Introduce or wrangle up, I should say, our evaluators. Our first evaluator for the day to evaluate Adele is Ricardo Vasquez. 10 months ago, this young man on a fine, bright morning found the Altamont articulator and began chasing his dream. Who knows where Toastmasters will take him? He could one day give an innovative TED Talk, that will happen, or even inspire the youth with a motivational speech. Honored to evaluate Adele and her icebreaker, here is our young Jedi, Ricardo Vasquez.
Thomas. The road to Toastmasters. Adele's road to Toastmasters. She really wrangled up a beautiful story. And in fact, I could probably copyright and say, hey, we should make that a movie. Because there was really clear organization in that speech. First, she began with her story in the church. How she went up and she was nervous, but she did it. And then she climbed up being a confident, little cocky speaker, which I can relate to. So she was at her peak. And then she realized, whoa, I'm not that great. Or maybe I need to work on a few things, which I was there too. And then it went down. And then she learned she needed to improve. And she went back up. So it was a movie almost, so where you're watching a hero learn and develop his abilities, get confident, fall, and then get back up again. Kind of like Batman, Dark Knight. She was very calm and collective. She stood up here, calm, not very nervous at all. She was just okay with herself, very humble, just calm. She knew what she was doing and she was very prepared. I really liked some of her expressiveness that she had, the dramatic pause, and the piercing eye contact. That was great. I really enjoyed the imagery that she really gave us. When she walked into the church and she saw everything and she told us how she felt and how everyone else felt and what she saw, that was a great point because when you're giving a speech, you really need to draw the audience in and paint a picture for them inside their head. And most of all, I can really relate to her whole story because I also went to a speech class before Toastmasters and I felt the same thing. Yeah, I don't need a book. I'm just going to go up here and just talk. And I did just as well as everyone else, fortunately. And that feeling of cockiness eventually led me here. For some things that would really improve your speech, I would suggest just a bit more expressiveness. When you talked about the church scene, I would really appreciate it if you just really just acted it out. Like you're just sitting there and you're just like, oh my God, these words are just, can't read them, oh my God, and I'm just so nervous, what am I gonna do? I got to college and I'm just so cocky, look at me. Also, a little more clarity. Don't be afraid to let your voice just ring throughout the whole room. I mean, I'm a man and it's the man voice, but women have that powerful voice too. I mean, if you listen to Denise talk, she just is like, whoa, and it's just like, wow, that's an inspiring, powerful voice. So don't be afraid to let your voice ring out loud, just go for it. As well as your transitions, you want to focus on some transition pauses between your story, between this church story, the college, improving yourself, the Dark Knight Rises, and then the ending. You want to have some sort of transition pause between them so we know that you're progressing somewhere. And you had seriously no fear. It was a great, humbling story. I am in the same position today. I feel way more humble about my own skills today. And I'm really glad that someone else shares my story, and I'm glad to hear it. Thank you.